most people are really asking the same types of questions about life. What's my purpose? Where can I find meaning? How can I be happy? How can I be fulfilled? And there are a number of different ways that we try to answer these questions. These questions are being asked through music, through social media, through movies. And the more that you ask these questions of yourself, the easier it is to see these questions being asked in other places. I feel like I'm in a wonderful position because when we can ask these questions and then turn to the Bible, we have some fairly clear answers. So in regards to purpose, we go to Genesis 1 and 2 and 3 and understand our purpose as God has created us. When we ask questions about wisdom and happiness and the good life, we look to books like Proverbs and Ecclesiastes and Job. And so we're not left with these big looming questions that have no answers. We have these questions and we have some direction that has been given to us through God's Word. One of the ways that I've seen this play out in my classroom is by asking really good, deep, morally thick questions. In philosophy, asking morally thick questions usually comes about by giving case studies or situations, or even getting together in groups and doing things like ethics bowls, which ask some really important and modern questions that we're trying to understand what is the ethical issue here. And I feel like the students have gotten into understanding how to ask these questions more through the practices that we've had in this class. And then once again, understanding where people are coming from and then diving into God's Word to figure out what He says about some of these issues. One of the biggest things that I see in my class is being able to look at some of the questions that have been asked throughout time in philosophy and understanding that those questions are being asked in the Bible as well. And while people have different answers and may come to different conclusions, we realize that as human beings, we are connected by asking these big questions in life and being able to wrestle with how do people come to different conclusions, and ultimately having some empathy and understanding that even though we may disagree with the person's conclusions, we might better understand how they got to that place.